Let us look the questions based on the law of conservation of mass. So, question: in a reaction, 4 gram of sodium carbonate were reacted with 10 gram of hydrochloric acid. The product was mixture of 2.5 gram of carbon dioxide and 11.5 gram of sodium chloride solution. Is this data is in agreement with the law of conservation of mass? This is the way the question is asking. We have to verify the law of conservation of mass. According to the law of conservation of mass, we know that the total mass of the reactant is equal to the total mass of the product. So we have to verify whether the mass of the reactant equal to whether the mass of the reactant is equal to the mass of the product. If both the masses are equal, then we can say that the law of conservation of mass is satisfied. Okay, let us look how we can write this problem step by step. So first of all, as I mentioned, first you have to write the reaction. So look at the question. Sodium carbonate were reacted with 10 gram of hydrochloric acid. So what are the reactant? Sodium carbonate and hydrochloric acid. So first of all you write sodium carbonate plus hydrochloric acid. So read the question. The product was mixture of 2.5 gram of carbon dioxide and 11.5 gram of sodium chloride solution. Here how many products are there? 2 products are there. One is carbon dioxide and the other one is sodium chloride. So write arrow and write sodium chloride and carbon dioxide. So here we got 2 reactants and 2 products. All the masses are given. So next step is we have to find the total mass of the reactant and total mass of the product. So next step is mass of the reactants or total mass of the reactant equal to mass of the sodium carbonate plus mass of hydrochloric acid. What is mass of sodium chloride? Sodium carbonate 4. Mass of the hydrochloric acid 10. 4 plus 10, 14 grams. So we got the mass of the reactant. Next, mass of the product 2.5 gram of carbon dioxide and 11.5 gram of sodium chloride. 11.5 plus 2.5. Total mass we got is 14 gram. Compare these two. Both the mass are same. So we can write, since the reactants of the products have the same mass, this means that there was no loss in mass as a result of the reaction. The data is in agreement with the law of conservation of mass. Next question. This is there in your textbook question. The question is, sodium carbonate reacts with the ethanoic acid to form sodium ethanoate, carbon dioxide and water. In an experiment, 5.3 gram of sodium carbonate reacted with 6 gram of ethanoic acid to form 8.2 gram of sodium carbonate, 2.2 gram of sodium carbon dioxide and 0.9 gram of water. Show that this data verifies the law of conservation of mass. So here also the question is therefore verification whether the law of conservation of mass is satisfied by this reaction. So what is the first step? First we have to write the chemical equation. First of all, identify what are the reactants participated here. Second, what are the products obtained after the reaction. Identify that. All the reactants and products mass will be there in that question. So just to pick out which are the reactants and which are the products. So write in a chemical format. Reactant and product. Okay. So here the reactants. Sodium carbonate reacts with ethanoic acid. So from there itself we got the reactant. Sodium carbonate reacts with ethanol. Sodium carbonate and ethanoic acid are the reactant. Sodium carbonate, ethanoic acid. Second, to form sodium ethanoate, carbon dioxide and water. So what are the products to form sodium ethanoate, carbon dioxide and water? Sodium ethanoate, carbon dioxide and water. So how many products are there? 3 products are there. Here 2 reactant. So all the masses are given. 5.3 gram of sodium carbonate, 6 gram of ethanoic acid, 8.2 gram of sodium ethanoate, 2.2 gram of carbon dioxide and 0.9 gram of water. All the masses were given. So what is the first step? Find out the mass of the reactant. So mass of the reactant is equal to mass of sodium carbonate plus mass of ethanoic acid. Okay, add the mass together. 5.3 plus 6, that is 11.3 gram. Second step is find out the mass of the products. So mass of the product, how we will write? Mass of the product is equal to mass of sodium ethanoate plus mass of the carbon dioxide plus mass of water, because there are 3 products obtained. So write the mass, add up the mass together. 8.2 plus 2.2 plus 0.9. What we got is 11.3. So we can write one more step. We find that mass of the reactant and mass of the products are same. So last sentence we can write, since the mass of the products equal to the mass of the reactant, the given data verifies the law of conservation of mass. Since both the masses are equal according to the law of conservation, total mass of the reactant should be equal to the total mass of the product. Then the law is verified. This question of the mass of the reactant, mass of the product in the രണ്ട് വാല്യൂസും സെയിം ആണ്. അതുകൊണ്ട് നമ്മുടെ ലോ അനുസരിച്ച് കൺസർവേഷൻ ഓഫ് മാസ് ഇവിടെ വെരിഫൈ ചെയ്യുന്നു. രണ്ടിടത്തെയും മാസ് ഈക്വൽ ആവുന്നു. ഓക്കെ, so hope you understood this problem. We will do it later, the problems. So what we studied today, law of conservation of mass. What is law of conservation of mass? Matter can neither be created nor destroyed in a chemical reaction. Or mass can be neither be created nor destroyed in a chemical reaction. Both the ways you can say. Or you can write the total mass of the products of a chemical reaction is equal to the total mass of the product that have combined. Okay, അപ്പം ഒരു മാസ് ഒരു റിയാക്ഷനിൽ, ഒരു കെമിക്കൽ റിയാക്ഷനിൽ റിയാക്റ്റൻറ്റിൻ്റെ മാസും പ്രോഡക്റ്റിൻ്റെ മാസും എപ്പോഴും ഈക്വൽ ആയിരിക്കും. ഈക്വൽ ആകുന്ന അവസ്ഥയിൽ നമുക്ക് പറയാം അത് ലോ ഓഫ് കൺസർവേഷൻ ഓഫ് മാസ് സാറ്റിസ്ഫൈഡ് ആയി. ദർ ഇസ് നോ mass is lost or created. The total mass is conserved. Conservation taken place there. Mass conserve ചെയ്തു. അതുകൊണ്ട് നമുക്ക് law of conservation of mass verify ചെയ്തു എന്ന് പറയാം. So that's all for today. Hope you understood. So if you are not following this, you hear this video 1 or 2 times. Okay, this is a simple law. This already you studied in physics. The momentum is total mass of the momentum before the collision and after the collision is same. Here we are considering the mass in a chemical reaction. In a chemical reaction, the total mass of the reactant should be equal to the total mass of the product. Okay, thank you.